The Nama Stupa is an important pilgrimage site overall as it symbolizes where the Bodhisattva gave his own life to nurture a starving tiger and her cubs. This act demonstrates key characteristics or perfections in Buddhism, which are compassion and generosity, which are also known as paramitas. This event is memorialized by this location, and therefore there are several objects that represent paramitas. For example, all around the site you can see colorful flags hung up. In Buddhism, these are known as prayer flags and are traditionally hung up in high, windy places. Each color of the flags represents one of the 5 elements, blue being the sky, white being the air, red being fire, green being water, and yellow being earth. In Buddhism, they believe that when the wind blows, it sends the prayers, wisdom, and overall positive energy across the land, therefore generating upaya kusala, or good karma, and showing their immense compassion. This is a sacred element of Buddhism and is just one of the ways they can generate good merit, which is part of accelerating the enlightenment path in Tibetan Buddhism.
The structure in the middle of the site is the heart of the Nama Buddha Stupa, the stupa itself. Stupas are domed structures or prayer halls containing sacred relics. This stupa in particular contains the bone relics of the Nama Buddha, and like many other stupa, is a pilgrimage site for other Buddhists. The shape of the stupa seen here might represent the Buddha crowned and sitting on a throne. The statue of the Buddha in the room is another place to pray or make offerings of things like flowers, incense, and food to the Buddha. Buddha statues like this also represent a focal point for meditation and a visual reminder of the Buddha's teachings. It also symbolizes his presence. The statue is constructed with lots of intricate detail and ornamentation, which is a hallmark of Tibetan Buddhist statues. Around the stupa here would be places where prostration would occur. This is a practice meant to show respect and humility to the Buddha and the Dharma, and a recognition of a need for spiritual aid. They also help to purify one's spirit. Prostration also involves reciting mantras while it is being done.
Nama Buddha is a major pilgrimage site visited by people from around the world. The stupa is understood as a place to accumulate merit through actions like circumambulation and making offerings. In Mahayana Buddhism, mantras, along with mudras and mandalas, are core ritual tools. Mantras are sacred syllables or phrases or acts used to focus the mind and invoke spiritual power. The bells under the prayer wheels at the front of the stupa symbolize the Dharma, or the Buddha's teachings, and are believed to drive away negative energy and harmful spirits. This connects to the purpose of mantras, where sound itself is seen as transformative. The importance of sound is also clear in the chanting of sacred verses and ritual recitations, which are considered forms of offering. The prayer wheels that line the stupa work in a similar way. Spinning them is believed to spread blessings, accumulate wisdom and merit, purify negative karma, and represent turning the wheel of Dharma, which links to escaping samsara, the cycle of rebirth. Altogether, these practices generate positive energy and create upaya kusala, good, skillful karma, while reflecting key Mahayana values like compassion, generosity, and wisdom that relate to the paramitas.
On the ceiling of the monastery, we can see mandalas. Mandalas are circular drawings depicting a celestial Buddha, deity, or bodhisattva in the middle, surrounded by the cosmic universe. Mandalas aid in prostration, or rituals. In these rituals, the practitioner dissolves the vision of their own self and visualizes themselves with, or even as, this holy figure, allowing them to embody the enlightened qualities these individuals hold. Some other important tools include mudras, which are hand gestures symbolizing the holy figure, and mantras, or sounds. Upon closer inspection, we see celestial Buddhas lined up in front of the statue of the Buddha. This may also help in prayer or rituals that take place in the monastery. Celestial Buddhas are known for their extreme compassion and wisdom, important traits in Buddhism. By using the mandalas, practitioners can use this site to...
In front of the statue of Buddha, we can see begging bowls. These are a part of the 4 resorts in monastic life for monks and nuns. When you enter monastic life, you get to keep 4 things: clothes, food, medicine, and shelter. The things that you are allowed to keep are sparse, as monastic life is meant to be focused on your path to enlightenment, not material objects. If you are unable to obtain these things, you can turn to the 4 resorts: begging for food, using scraps for clothing, fermented cow urine for medicine, and staying under a tree for shelter. These begging bowls represent the monastic life and the detachment from objects, and are used to collect money and food from laypersons that want to give to them. We can also see Nagas wrapped around the columns in front of the Buddha. Nagas are protective deities, specifically residing in water and protecting the Buddha from rain. Even though there isn't rain present, the Nagas being in front of the Buddha is a symbol of protecting him from any akusala intentions.